Hello, we're going to be talking today about Chapter 12, and so I will jump right in and get talking about that. So Chapter 12 is all about developing and managing products. And so really there's two major categories to speak to there. You can either deal with existing products or you can deal with new products. So first of all, with respect to existing products, here we're talking about extending a product line, so adding a new product category to your product mix or adding a new product to a particular product line. Or another category there would be product modifications, and these could be in the way of improving durability, reliability. That would be a quality modification or a functional modification where you're changing how a product works or features on a product. Aesthetic modifications is a third category here, and this is where you would change how you perceive the product. So how it feels, how it tastes, how it smells, how it looks, that kind of thing. Okay, so managing existing products, and then secondly, developing new products. Okay, so one major point to this whole chapter is that managing to come up with new products is really the lifeblood of a company. You're dealing with a market that's going to be always changing. What consumers want is always changing. What competitors are offering is always changing. And so somehow you need to be able to bring something new to the table that keeps consumers interested and engaged with your company. Okay, so if you're not doing that with existing products, then you need to be developing new products. And there's a smart way to go about doing that. Excuse me, these are the steps in the process. So all of these are really very strategic, actually. You can be strategic about how you go about gathering new ideas for new projects or new products. You need to be very strategic and really objective in how you screen those ideas, how you test those ideas, make sure it's something that consumers will like, if at all possible. Sometimes you can't check for that if you're dealing with a product concept that is so new and so revolutionary that consumers really can't wrap their brain around it until they see it. But once you've tested your idea, if it looks like something consumers would like, then you really push it through the numbers. Will it be a product that would be profitable for your company? So you're trying to get some good business profit estimates based on what you know and what you can find out about the market and consumers' interests related to your product. Then you will go ahead and develop a prototype of the product and test market that. And then finally, if it is all still looking like a go, at that point then you're commercializing your new product concept and taking it to market. So those are the steps in developing a new product concept. All right, so for us as marketers, all of this requires some management. And so marketing management is all about understanding your different options for coming up with new products, and looking for differentiation in some way that makes you unique in the marketplace, and makes you desirable in the marketplace through your features, through your quality, through your services. Those are really your biggest categories for differentiation as far as how you set up your product. But two, how you position your product will be important. So I need you to understand the concept of a perceptual map. This is a visual, graphical layout of consumers' perceptions related to particular product attributes for your product and then for competitor products. So where does your product live in consumers' perception world compared to competitor products? And you can look at those relative positions on different sorts of attributes and collection of attributes. And really, so then once you kind of know where your customers' thoughts are, perceptions are, then you can be strategic about where you want to be in that playing field. Do you want to position yourself right next to competitors? Do you want to position yourself away from competitors to have a bigger share of a potential market that nobody's playing in? Do you want to position your product in a place where there aren't any other products that have that particular set of features or attributes? Again, it's pretty strategic, and this is, for me, this is one of the funner things about marketing. Okay, so Repositioning is how do I want to say this? Repositioning is not something that would be related to a new product. It would be related to an existing product. So if you are, one example I can think of off the top of my head is baking soda. So baking soda is something you use to cook with, but you may remember there was a big push some years ago for using baking soda as a cleaning product, as a toothpaste, as a drain odor remover, that kind of thing. So when you take an existing product and you market it to a new use or a new group of consumers, maybe even change the features to make that product be something that can be marketed to a new group of consumers, that's considered repositioning the product. And finally, this chapter considers product deletion. So when the product reaches the end of its life cycle, it is a pretty strategic process to think about how you go about taking a product out of your product line or out of your product mix. Ideally, you're not losing lots and lots and lots of money over years before you finally figure out that this is a product that's costing you. So there is a process to evaluate what you have in your product line, what's working for you, what's profitable, what's not. And then if you are finding products that aren't profitable, there's a process that you would go through to remove those from your line and from your offering. So take a look at that in the chapter. And through all of that, think about yourself as a potential manager of all of those processes. Very fun, very fun. Okay, so let's look at the assignment for Chapter 12. We're considering Caterpillar and how they leverage product development to be competitive, basically. And so I'm hoping that you will take a strategic eye to this assignment and think through what it does for them to come up with new products. How do they go about that? And why is product testing important to them? Okay, so that's it for Chapter 12. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.